I'm wearing the pink dress, and this is long hair. I'm gonna just do my hair fast because, oh no, I hate always being late. But the one thing I've never been good at doing is getting out the door. Like I get up earlier, but I could only set my alarm clock so early. I have been working on it. Hi. Thank you. I like this dress. You know, because I was thinking, I want to start dressing again in ways that just make me happy. Being stuck in my mind sometimes, I'm just like, ooh, Raven, I need to be happy. And just focus on that. I have a confession to make. I don't always wear sunblock. Am I going to wear sunblock today? Probably not. But you know, they have mixed things about sunblock. Some people are like, you better put on your sunblock. Well, they have said sometimes sunblock's not good. And sunblock doesn't really, I'll put it on my face, but it really doesn't do anything for, actually, when I started reading the mixed reviews about sunblock, that's when I stopped wearing it. And I have the skin type where I get a little tan, and maybe sometimes tanner walking outside. I don't burn really. Like maybe if it's 110 degrees outside, like some people in my family, they do burn. Like my mom, she'll be like, oh my gosh, you better put on sunblock, but we have different complexions. So sometimes I'm walking outside and I don't wear a lot of sunblock. But, you know, they also say, I mean, I will put it on if I go to the beach or something, where there's reflective water. But they have said there was evidence to show that the sunblocks would sometimes be worse than not wearing any. And you could make your own sunblock, I suppose. I put it on my face though. But I can't help it, like when it's really hot outside, I start just feeling great, chilly jam, happy, and I never thought the weather would get to me, but I'm just like, oh, the rainy weather, even though we need more rain, I'm just like, I'm not the biggest fan of the rain. Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Robert. I'm just going to work. I wear what I want. Like, okay, some people probably think I'm going out, but I just have a certain style. Like, okay, so, like, I dress in ways to make myself feel happy, and I realized lately I wasn't, like, I still was dressing nice, but just, I noticed if I pick certain outfits that make me feel happier, there's just something about it, and I really do like pinks and purples. I think they kind of go with my complexion too. Like, I don't know, like they look pretty and they just bring out my skin tone, I think, and my hair color. And I like to dress up because I feel like, okay, this is kind of what's missing sometimes in today's world, and nobody has to agree with me. But I feel like there's something to dressing up. I feel like it makes you feel better. Like when people used to dress up to go to the airport. I just feel like there's something to it. Like, I'm not dressing really super fancy, but I'm wearing a dress, so it's more dressy than I guess. And I usually wear dresses a lot with, and if I'm moving around a lot, I just put leggings under it. Because I don't agree with those rules that you can't wear a dress if you're moving around. I'm like, well, whatever. You don't have to wear a dress then. I'm gonna wear a dress because I wear what I want to wear. I just always have, like, even when I was younger, like a lot of people, they would be wearing jeans and they're like, why are you wearing a dress? And I'm like, because I want to. Like, even when I was 4 or 5, I wanted to wear dresses. That wasn't what my mom wanted. Like, she's very casual, like jeans. She goes, why don't you wear jeans more? Like, I've always just been this way. Like, I like to dress up a bit and have my own sense of style. And when you get older, you find, oh, there are other people like you, not everybody. So I just dress in a way to make me feel happy. And I don't have a lot of places besides work that I go, so no, just dressing up for myself. So it makes me feel good. I go to work, I come home. Yeah. so I'm up to, let's see, 40 hours this week, 40 hours next week, and I'm so happy to work. No complaints or anything. So no, I work when I wear things like this. Yes, my hair is about knee length now. I still need to go, I think I need to buy new measuring tape because I was looking for my sewing measuring tape because it's not like I plan on, like, I'm not going to do a big hair chop because I'm not doing a big hair chop, but I kind of have a thought process on this, is that I trimmed my hair back in November. Well, I trimmed some in October and then November, and I would say it was about 3 inches that I trimmed off the ends of my hair, which for how long my hair is, like, that's actually a lot. Like, I have this guy that would tell me, oh, you need to cut your hair more. See, that's what I don't care. Like, there's some people saying never trim your hair, and then there's other people that say you better trim your hair. And I'm like, you know what? Both of you guys can just go do a flying leaky, because I trim my hair when I want to trim my hair, and if I feel ready to trim it, I do. So this is my thought process behind it. I want to do another hair measuring video just to see what the progress is in the length of my hair, because I kind of like to see for myself, like, how long is my hair? I think I know how long it is, but it's been a while since I measured it, which is funny. It's just like once I lost my measuring tape, I stopped. I don't know if I lost it, but anyway, so I want to measure my hair, and then just because it's kind of interesting, and then I want to do henna application just to my hair, like, because it's like a conditioning treatment, and then I might trim my hair. I might film it, but not for the cutting fetish people, just because I want to show how I trim my hair, and I'm not going to cut a lot. It'll probably just be 1 or 2 inches. I'm not like somebody who thinks you have to have long hair cut to a certain length to be healthy, and I'm not somebody who's into fetish cutting, and I just think it'd be interesting because people do ask, and if the fetish cutting people want to watch it, they can, but last time I tried to film it, I ended up vlogging the video anyway, so they didn't get to see anything. It's kind of serendipity, because I'm like, you fetish cutting people are whack. Do you get off on somebody cutting their hair? That's great, but it's weird. Like, why don't you just become a flip-flop hairdresser? Yeah, you could just do that. You could be a flippy-floppy hairdresser if you get off on people cutting their hair. I don't know what your clients would think about that, but hey. It's not my grape jelly jam. Or you could buy those wigs and do that. I hate wearing the mask, by the way, but I guess the purple one will match is kind of... Let me talk about the mask. I hate the mask. We're not supposed to say that because everybody's like, oh, the mask is so wonderful. Do you wear it 40 hours a week? Because I already knew that I have a hard time breathing, like, with that thing on. Like, because I go to the dentist and they're like, breathe through your nose. And I'm like, I can't breathe through my nose so well. And then you have to wear this mask, and it's just so, like, you wear your glasses, and the first week, your glasses fog up all the time, so you're not wearing your glasses. Then you finally get used to it, and you're like, I can wear summer clothes, even on like, last week it was 40 degrees one day, so I was wearing a summer outfit because the mask overheated me. And just, like, everything about the mask I super hate. I don't care if you flip and floppy love the mask, I hate the mask. And honestly, I still will never agree with the mask because the World Health Organization said they weren't necessary. But just because some people don't really look at data, they don't crunch data the right way. Which, by the way, the countries that said the mask helped them have recovery rates, they've had some reoccurrence. And it's culturally acceptable to wear the mask in those countries. And some of them fudge their recovery numbers. So wearing the mask doesn't necessarily, but you can't have this discussion with anyone. Even though the World Health Organization, they were trying to bully them into saying that, no, you have to say the mask is helpful. They said, no, like, we still stand by what we said, that the mask is not necessary if you're healthy or you're not displaying symptoms. But you can't have this discussion with anyone, because that's why I stopped talking to people about it on Facebook, because it's like, everybody's like, look, I never wanted to take away anybody's freedom to wear a mask. I never wanted to do that. I don't care if somebody wears a niqab or a mask, but I always just thought, how weird is it that some Western countries have banned the niqab, but now people are going out in public wearing the mask? So it's okay for you to cover your face when you think there's a public health threat, but just because some women wanted to cover their face, you decided they were oppressed and banned it. I mean, you know, I'm a secular person, but I always thought that was so ridiculous. Like, how did them wearing a face mask, which, by the way, has less material than these face masks that we wear, ever hurt you? I don't know. But you're not supposed to have thoughts like that, because and that's why I had to stop looking at Facebook, and that's probably where I wasted so much of my time, because why look at Facebook? Like, other people will do what they want, but I guess I'm just glad that I don't watch too much TV. I read news articles, but I also do my own research, and I try to find out the truth behind things. And some people are probably going to be like, well, that's not true, but yeah, you have to wear it if your county says you have to wear it inside a building. But that doesn't mean you have to agree with it. And there's a lot of things that they've said in the past that we had to do that were good for our health that turned out to be wrong later. I mean, doctors used to say that smoking cigarettes were healthy. So, and by the way, the masks we're wearing are made out of cloth. I don't think they're going to do much. And, okay, somebody put it this way the other day. So you're wearing clothes, like, I will not put it this way. You're wearing clothes, and somebody passes gas. They said it in a more colloquial way. Have you? They just kind of shared this thought, and this might not be scientific, this may be anecdotal, but if you can smell that, and you're wearing clothes, how is a mask going to fully contain, like, if, and people are like, but it's so good, but no, it's not. And the more people tell me something's so good, and I've had enough experience to tell you after 3 weeks of wearing it for 40 hours, it's not so good. It overheats you like a teapot, you can't see, like, all these different issues. It's not so good. But you have to do it. But I'm going to tell you, I don't think it's so good. It's okay to have another opinion. It's okay to say, well, the World Health Organization said it wasn't necessary. And they have epidemiologists who work for them. Smart people. I don't think the people that work for the World Organization are stupid. Okay? They said that they will respect what other countries decide for their people, but they stood by their stance because they were trying to be bullied. by some governments that wanted them to say that that was what was healthy. Did you know that? Like, do you fully know that? And that's the thing that just irks me to this day, was that if you want to wear a mask and you want to recommend you wear a mask, but there's a lot of cultural reasons that the mask is promoted, and I could be entirely wrong, and I want to have a positive outlook on it, but the mask is not really for health reasons. In Asian countries, it's more a cultural practice, considered courtesy, or just people wanting to cover their face for so they're not harassing the streets and things of that nature. It's not always worn for health reasons, but people say it's always for health reasons. And I question this too. Anybody who questions that, they say, well, you must be a Trump supporter. I have friends who voted for him. I don't agree with them. I'm not a Republican and I'm not a Trump supporter. I just think for myself and I do some research. But there was this, and I'm not going to go there. Let them go there. Let them all go there and have their little fight. But people aren't right, sometimes. And I think in the long term, we're going to see that, okay, we have to wear a cloth mask, but think for yourself for a minute. It's not going to do much, or it could just cause people to feel overheated and have vision issues, but they don't care, because when there's a health mandate that says wear a mask, they don't care about the other health repercussions from wearing the mask. All they care about is that you do this one thing that they think is safe, even though there's a lot of research to show. But I'm going off on my little tangent, so you know what? I'm just saying, think for yourself. Don't just think because they tell you to do something that's the best thing. I got in this argument with my mom because she watches a lot of MSNBC, and then they're like, you have to wear a mask. And I'm like, maybe if you had just went on Google and did some research and heard and read a little bit more about it, you would know that the mask doesn't necessarily protect you and it's not necessarily necessary. But when they start pushing something, and this is another thing too, once they start saying that we have to do something, this is just my concern. Some people are like, nah, it's not a concern. How long are they going to make us do that? And I don't agree with it. And is it okay to say that I don't agree with it? Yes, it is. I don't agree with it. Because I've felt and I've seen and I know the health side effects from wearing it that you can't see. Is vision impairment healthy? I don't know. You tell me. Because if the mask is fogging up your glasses and you have to take them off and be visually impaired, is that healthy? If you think it is, okay, thank you. But I'm glad that I shared my opinion showing otherwise. Have a nice day.